Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa. I'm with VaJae'S Catering. This is actually my first video, so bear with me. Today we're gonna make some steak tacos and some cheese French fries. First we're gonna start off, I have my ribeye steak. I have a fresh bell pepper. I have a regular, I'll say medium-sized onion. I have cilantro. I have limes. I already started cutting my potatoes up. I just have to slice them into potatoes. Jada, bring the camera over here. Kind of zoom in. So as you can see, I already started slicing the potatoes up. I just gotta cut it up, slice it into the French fries. And the ribeye steak is just, it's already been rinsed off and cleaned. I just have to go and season it. These is my seasons I'm using. I'm using some accent. I'm using some unseasoned meat tenderizer because there's salt in the accent. I'm using a little seasoned salt, chili powder, garlic powder, cumin, and crushed red peppers. Over here, I have my Velveeta cheese, and then I'm gonna mix it in with this jalapeno Velveeta cheese to make my nacho cheese dip. I have my sour cream. I have my peppers for the cheese. I have my Mexican Parmesan cheese, and then I have the mozzarella cheese that's gonna be topped. I'm also gonna make a taco sauce as well to go on the tacos as well. So the first thing we're gonna do is make sure your hands clean, and we're gonna start dicing the fries up and some French fry shapes. And we can start with that first. And I'm gonna finish dicing these up, and then once I'm done, I'm gonna continue the video. So welcome back to my YouTube video, Cooking with VaJae'S. I did cut up the fries. As you can see, they're all cut up. So I'm gonna set these to the side while we get our vegetables cut up and we get the steak cooking and we get it seasoned. So I'm just gonna set these over here to the side. We're gonna start cutting up our bell pepper. So the way I like to cut up the bell pepper, you can cut it with your hand or use a food processor. It's pretty much up to you, whichever way you prefer to do it. I don't like big pieces of vegetables in my food, so I try to cut it up as small as possible. And I also like to take this part out, just take the knife and it'll bring it right out. And whatever you have, I'm sorry my phone had cut off. Just make sure you clean all of this white stuff out of here. It shouldn't be in your food. So we want bell pepper now, all the other stuff that comes with it. Okay, so in these tacos, I'm only gonna use a half a pepper. I'm not gonna use the other half. I don't want I don't want too much bell pepper. I want the bell pepper in there, but not too much. You don't want to have the taste too bold with bell pepper. So I'm gonna cut these up some more because I want it small. We don't want to have big pieces in our food. Not cool at all. Just cut that up as small as possible. At least as small as you can get it with your hand. As if you have a chopper, that'll really help the process, especially if you're in a rush or don't feel like just cutting up all these vegetables. The chopper do help with that. That way you don't have to worry about using your hands. Save your hands. So what I'm gonna do now, I got that cut up with enough. So what I'm gonna do now, is I'm gonna get my bowl that I had set to the side, and I'm gonna put the vegetables in this bowl. They're gonna go over into my steak once I chop it up really good and give it some great flavor. Very good flavor. So now that we have that on here, we're gonna get our onion cut up. We're gonna set this to the side. So we're gonna get our onion cut up, which the best thing to do with onions so that it won't burn your eyeballs out. Because after you peel it, run it under some warm water. And then once you run it up under some warm water, let's get the rest of these bell peppers off here. we can start getting everything cut up. Especially with onions, a lot of people hate big onions in their food. So the best thing to do with that, let's get that part up out of the way. We don't want that. We don't want that in our food. So the best thing to do with that, so you want to cut your onions really tiny, so that, you know, if you're looking for a group of people, which I'm looking for my family, but when I do parties and events, I always like to make sure the vegetables are small, because the last thing you need is big vegetables in your food. It's not appealing at all, and a lot of people don't like it. And the last thing you need is your guests telling you like, oh, these onions are so big in this food, and talking about your food, especially if you're anything like me. I like my vegetables cut little. I like my food tastes good because I cook with my heart, and I like everything almost perfect for my guests, and even just my family. I like everything perfect. It don't even have to be my guests or, you know, anything like that. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna put these onions to the side. As you can see, I didn't use the whole onion, so I'm gonna discard the rest of it. I'm gonna discard the rest of the onions, and I'm gonna get this rinsed all off so we can cut up our cilantro and our lamb. We don't want the cilantro and lamb tasting like onion, so I'm gonna get this sliced up. I mean, not sliced up, rinsed off, and then we're gonna get. We don't want no messy counter. So you want everything to be clean at all times, and just, you know, rinse it off really good, just so the onion and bell pepper juice and flavor can come off of it. So I've pretty much rinsed everything off. We're gonna cut up our cilantro, and give me one moment. You know, make sure you rinse everything off before you use it. Rinse it off. However you want to do it, cut it off. You can bring the camera back over here and let you see it. So I never use this part. I don't want that. I just want the cilantro. So we're gonna get this cilantro cut up really good, like as small as you can with your hand. I know it's pretty hard when you cut no cilantro with your hand. It's not the easiest, but we're gonna get this cut as much as possible, because I'm also use this for my I'm also using it for my taco sauce that I make to go on the tacos. This special taco sauce. And I'm not gonna cut it too fine because it's gonna cook. And then we're just gonna put it over into this bowl. Let's see here. And being that the cilantro have that lime taste to it, you don't have to go and rinse it back off, but I am gonna rinse my hands just in one moment. Keep your hands clean at all times, you know that. You don't wanna be dealing with food and, you know, your hands not sanitized. It's really good, that's not okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set this to the side since it's already cut up. And I'm gonna start cutting these limes, I'm so sorry. And with this, you could just put it over in the cilantro, because we're gonna pretty much use it for almost the same type of thing. We're making a sauce and, you know, add a little bit to our steak as well. Okay, so now that we got this, I'm gonna remove this. And just give me one moment. The best part, we can get to the best part, and that's seasoning. Getting a steak season. This is ribeye steak that I'm using. So it is a pretty expensive steak, but you can use whichever steak that you would like to use. You don't have to use ribeye steak. It's just my preference, especially when I'm cooking for my family, or having like a women empowerment event or anything like that. I like to, you know, give them a treat, I'll say. Okay, so I do have my measuring spoons here because you don't want to over season your food. You know, you want to season it, but you don't want to over season it because a lot of people, you know, some people like salt, a lot of people dislike salt. So I like to keep it in between so that it's not so much seasoning on the food. I like the food to be seasoned perfectly and to everyone's taste, not just people that like salty food or people that like bland food. Give me one moment. And you can put the camera on me. Just give me one moment. So what we'll be using today, I have cumin. I have cumin seasoning. I have garlic powder. You can use any garlic powder or seasoning as your preference. I'm going to use this little add salt just for, you know, a taste. So I'm back. So we're going to get this seasoned up. I got to say I have chili powder. I'm just going to use a little chili powder on here. And I believe I have one open, so just bear with me. I do. So I'm going to use a little chili powder just for some tasting. And we're going to actually...
I figured out how to pause it.
We're actually going to use a little seasoning salt, which is right here, and a little small portion of the unseasoned meat tenderizer. You don't want to use the salt tenderizer because we're already using salt. So, then these is 4 pieces of steak we're going to use. Give me a minute. Okay, so we're gonna use, this is 1 tablespoon of seasoning salt, but it's gonna be for all 4 steaks on this side. And I'm just gonna take the lid off, it's gonna help me out. So it's just 1 tablespoon. We're gonna season the whole, because you don't want, we can actually use 1 tablespoon on the whole entire steak cap because I ran out of space. We're gonna put a little comment on here. This because the steak tacos wouldn't have that steak taco look. This is a half a tablespoon. It's not, I say it's a teaspoon. So we're gonna just sprinkle that on here, not too much. We're gonna just, you know, get it all over. And we're gonna use 1 teaspoon of this down. And if you don't hear the sizzling noise, you're not doing something right. So you make sure your eye is on, make sure your griddle is plugged up, make sure everything is perfect for you. So I'm just going to add a few more on here because my griddle is pretty large. Come closer. So I'm going to let them cook for about, I'll say 4 to 5 minutes. Well, I'll say 4 minutes on each side. I'm going to let them cook so they can be brown. It depends on how you like your steak. I don't like my steak raw. I'm more of a well done, I'm medium well type of person with steak. So you don't want to overcook it, but you don't want to undercook it as well. Overcooking it, you don't want to undercook it as well.